Welcome back to another edition of Oakland Athletics franchise. As last time you saw in Game 3 of the ALDS, the Oakland Athletics closed out the Detroit Tigers, swept them in 3 games, and now are moving on to the American League Championship Series to take on the AL West foe, the Los Angeles Angels, or as I like to call them, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, but also in California. First things first, in the regular season, the A's won the AL West, obviously, at 90-72, and then the Angels went 87-75, and that was second in the division, and the third-place team in the division was actually the second wildcard team, so the Angels' path to the playoffs has been quite interesting. They have not lost a game yet in the playoffs. It's in the wild card. They beat the Seattle Mariners in a slugfest 10-8. Moved on to the ALDS against the Toronto Blue Jays, who were just on fire all regular season. They finished the regular season 111-51. They just dominated everybody. And heading into this ALDS, I mean, pretty much critics were just like, "Well, I just don't believe the Athletics stand a chance here, Dan. They're just not good. Their team is Mike Trout surrounded by a bunch of bums. I just don't understand how they have a chance against this Toronto Blue Jays team that's just stacked from top to bottom here. They just don't get it." So they head into the series, and game 1, they win 3-2. So, of course, the critics were like, "Wow, it's a fluke game. We just don't know what's going on here. It's just, they just got lucky. Toronto will rebound easily. It's something serious. It is nothing." And then in game 2, it's just like the AL Angels are just like, "Hey, we'll just pour on 6 runs, 6-2, they win. Game 2, take a 2-0 lead in the series." So Toronto has their backs against the wall, and then heading into game 3, LA is just like, yeah, we're just going to close this thing out, and they win 12-1. Just absolutely dominated. 6 of those runs were driven in by just one man in CJ Cron. They had 12 runs. Half of them came off the bat of CJ Cron. I'd say that was a pretty darn good game for him. So they win that game 12-1, and they sweep the Blue Jays. So, of course, all the critics are like, "Well, they just don't know what happened." I mean, credit to the Los Angeles Angels. They came to play here. They just don't know what happened to the Blue Jays, man. They dominated the regular season. They couldn't get it done in the postseason. It's just classic Toronto teams, you know? And, yeah, so that's what happened with the Angels series. You guys pretty much know what happened with the Tigers series. Game 1, Sonny Gray no-hitter. Oakland wins 3-0. Game 2, Oakland wins 5-2 over Detroit. Alvarez goes 8 innings, only gives up 2 runs, strikes out 5. And then in Game 3, Oakland wins 3-0 at home to clinch the series and clinch the sweep, as Jesse Hahn goes 7 innings, holds the team to 1 hit, and picks up 7 strikeouts, and then Madsen and Doolittle came on, kept the one-hitter going, and held the Tigers to 1 hit all game long, and the Athletics won 3-0, swept the Tigers, and now we're here in the ALCS for Athletics versus Angels. So the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and also in California, their lineup and pitching. Their pitching goes, starting pitching 1-5 is Garrett Richards, Andrew Heaney, Tyler Skaggs, Hector Santiago, Matt Shoemaker, the maker of shoes. In the bullpen, their long reliever is Jose Alvarez. The middle reliever is Fernando Salas, Mike Morin, Jason Phillips. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Jason Phillips is actually the name of like a backup catcher the Mets had back in like the early 2000s. I'm pretty positive of that. He had like glasses, if I'm not mistaken. And then the setup guys are Houston Street and Joe Smith, while the closer is Mike Melanson, the former Pirate, former Yankee, former Red Sox, all that stuff. I think it was a former Yankee prospect. I don't think he played with the Yankees. I don't think he did. I think it was a Yankee prospect. And then the lineup for the Angels is Craig Gentry, the former Athletic, in left field leads things off, followed by right fielder Cole Calhoun. And then the center fielder, Mike Trout, the Millville Meteor from Millville, New Jersey, the Weatherman. Put the 3 airplane emojis, because he's going to Oakland in Game 3, starting off in LA. But you know what I mean. First base, Mitch Moreland. DH, CJ Cron. Shortstop, Angelton Simmons. Catching is Carlos Perez. Second base is Johnny G. Vitello. Come on, what are you doing? And then third base is Yunel Escobar. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up for this 2017 American League Championship Series preview of Oakland Athletics and Los Angeles Angels, as Game 1 will be at home in Oakland. What am I saying? Mike Trout is going to be traveling to Oakland. I was wrong. Mike Trout is traveling to Oakland. Game 1 is in Oakland. Game 2 is in Oakland. Game 3, 4, 5 is in LA. And then Game 6 and 7 will be in Oakland, of course, if they're necessary. So, with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this ALCS preview. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
I wanna see you out that door, baby, bye.